When you speak to a man from a place of soft power instead of control, everything about how he experiences you begins to change. It's not about raising your voice, demanding attention, or asserting dominance. It's about the quiet confidence in your energy, the grounded way you express yourself, and the calm, emotional tone you set when you speak. Most men are used to communication that either feels emotionally chaotic or transactional. But when a woman speaks to him in a way that combines warmth with self-respect, softness with substance, it activates something deeper. It doesn't trigger his defenses. It awakens his curiosity and emotional attraction. There's a magnetic pull in a woman who can express her feelings without trying to manipulate an outcome. When you say something like, "I feel really connected when we talk openly like this," instead of, "Why don't you ever open up to me?" the energy behind it is completely different. The first makes him feel safe, the second puts him on trial. Soft power communicates that you don't need to force anything. You trust that what's real will flow and what's not will fall away. That emotional ease makes you irresistible. A man becomes addicted to the emotional space where he doesn't feel judged, but rather invited. When you guide a conversation with kindness and clarity instead of control or confrontation, he's drawn to how he feels in your presence. Because here's the truth, men don't bond through pressure, they bond through peace. And if your tone, your words, and your presence become a place where he feels both inspired and accepted, he won't just like being around you, he'll crave it. Soft power is knowing that your value doesn't need a loud announcement. It's in the way you ask thoughtful questions, the way you hold eye contact without rushing, the way you express disappointment without dramatics. You don't have to yell to be heard when your presence already speaks volumes. And the beauty is, men are far more emotionally tuned in than most realize. They respond deeply to emotional tone, to energy, to intention. So when you speak with gentle strength, you stand out from every other woman who tries to lead with force. When a man sees that you can express what you feel and need without making him wrong, without pushing or punishing, he lets his guard down. He starts to associate you with emotional clarity, calm, and desire all at once. And this combination is rare. It's rare to meet a woman who holds herself with emotional grace. And that's exactly why it's unforgettable. He'll keep coming back, not just because you're beautiful or intelligent, but because the way you talk to him makes him feel more connected to himself and more alive with you. And that's where true addiction begins. One of the most overlooked ways to deeply engage a man's heart and mind is through the art of mystery. Not the kind of mystery that plays games or hides the truth, but the kind that leaves room for curiosity, for imagination, and for genuine discovery. When you speak to a man, you don't have to reveal everything about yourself immediately. In fact, it's far more powerful when you don't. A woman who shares herself gradually, who gives him space to wonder about her, to want to know more, becomes someone he can't stop thinking about. In the early stages of communication, many women rush to explain, overshare, or prove themselves. But connection isn't built through volume, it's built through depth. When you speak in a way that is authentic but not overly exposed, you create a magnetic pull. For example, instead of detailing your entire past in one conversation, you might say, "There's a story behind that. I'll tell you one day." That single sentence can stir his imagination and make him more interested than a 5-minute explanation ever could. It's not about withholding to manipulate. It's about allowing him the experience of unfolding your story piece by piece. Men fall in love not just with your presence, but with the process of discovering who you are. If everything is laid out too soon, there's no journey, no tension, no emotional chase. But when he senses that there's more to you than what you're saying right now, when your words hint at layers he hasn't reached yet, it activates his desire to go deeper. You become the woman whose voice stays with him long after the conversation ends, not because you talk the most, but because what you said made him feel the most. Mystery also shows up in how you react. If he tells a joke and you smile knowingly instead of laughing too hard, if you respond with grace instead of defensiveness, or if you listen more than you explain, it all builds intrigue. You show him that you don't need attention. You own it. And the truth is, men get emotionally addicted to the women who surprise them emotionally. A woman who doesn't follow the script, who doesn't always answer predictably, who speaks with subtlety and depth, that woman becomes unforgettable. And when you combine that mystery with emotional warmth, when he senses that there's more to discover and that the emotional space you create is safe and nourishing, it's the perfect blend. He doesn't just enjoy talking to you, he looks forward to it. He replays the conversations in his head. He starts to associate you with excitement, depth, and comfort all at once. So speak to him like a woman who knows her worth, doesn't lie in being fully understood all at once, but in being felt, revealed, and appreciated over time. That's the kind of connection that doesn't just attract, it captivates. When a woman listens to a man, not just to respond, but to truly feel where he's coming from, something shifts. Most people listen to reply. But if you want to deeply connect with a man, if you want to create the kind of emotional experience he becomes addicted to, you need to listen with your presence. Then meet him where he is emotionally and gently take him higher. That's how emotional bonds are built, not through perfection, but through alignment, empathy, and emotional elevation. When he talks about something he cares about, even something small or insignificant on the surface, pay attention to how he feels while saying it. Is he excited, frustrated? Reflect that back to him in your response. Say things like, "That sounds like it meant a lot to you," or "I can tell that really pushed your limits." These kinds of responses show that you're not just catching his words, you're holding space for his emotion. And that right there, that's rare. That's where a man starts to feel truly seen. But don't stop at reflection. Once you mirror what he's feeling, gently elevate the conversation with warmth, humor, or insight. Let him feel that being around you not only validates him, but lifts him. Say, "I love how passionate you get about that," or even, "That's such a strong trait. It's one of the things I admire in people." These subtle affirmations make him feel powerful around you, and people don't forget how someone makes them feel about themselves. Men often don't open up easily, so when they do, and you handle that moment with sensitivity, it becomes a core memory. If you react with judgment, indifference, or try to change the subject, you shut the door. But if you stay open and present, even in silence, you open the emotional gates wider. And when a man feels emotionally safe with a woman, that safety quickly becomes desire, then emotional dependency. Because emotional safety in a romantic connection isn't boring, it's bonding. There's also something beautiful that happens when you respond with insight. When you take something he says and offer a thoughtful perspective, not in a way that corrects him, but expands the conversation. It signals emotional intelligence. It shows him you're not just emotionally available, you're also emotionally attractive. This is the kind of woman he starts to seek out when life feels heavy or when he needs to ground himself. You don't have to be an expert in anything to do this. You just have to be emotionally available and emotionally aware. Reflect his emotional truth. Then elevate the moment with kindness, depth, or lighthearted ease. That combination is addictive because it creates a powerful emotional contrast. He gets to be fully himself around you, and yet somehow he feels even more energized, more alive, more connected. And the truth is, men remember the woman who makes them feel like their best emotional self. There's something incredibly powerful about a woman who knows how to speak her truth without turning it into a demand. When you express your standards through grace, not ultimatums, you create a space where a man feels both challenged and respected. That's rare. It's easy to get caught up in trying to control a man's behavior, telling him what he should do, what you won't tolerate, or what he's doing wrong. But the truth is, men don't respond well to force. They don't fall in love because they're pressured. They fall in love because they choose to rise to meet the right woman's energy. When you speak from your standards instead of your fears, everything changes. For example, instead of saying, "If you don't treat me right, I'm gone," say, "I'm someone who values consistency and honesty. It's what helps me feel safe and connected." You're not threatening him, you're inviting him. That subtle shift in tone doesn't make you weak, it makes you powerful. It gives him the space to want to step up, instead of feeling like he's being forced into a role. Men are highly responsive to emotional tone. When they feel judged or shamed, they emotionally shut down. But when they feel they're being invited to connect with a woman's truth without fear of rejection, they open up. Speaking with standards instead of ultimatums isn't about being passive. It's about knowing that you don't need to demand anything, because the right man will naturally respond to your energy and values when they're communicated with clarity and warmth. You can be strong without being harsh. You can be direct without being cold. That's what emotional maturity looks like. When you say, "I'm drawn to relationships that feel emotionally open, not ones where I have to guess where I stand," you're speaking with power, you're showing him who you are and what you need without attacking him for not giving it. And if he's the right man, he'll lean in, he'll respect the fact that you know your worth, and more than that, he'll be drawn to it. This is especially true in romantic dynamics. A woman who communicates her boundaries with poise is unforgettable. She doesn't beg, she doesn't control, and she doesn't threaten. She simply states what feels good and what doesn't, and allows her actions to follow her words. That emotional clarity builds trust, and it sets the stage for a deeper connection, because a man can only fully invest when he respects the woman he's with, and respect grows when you communicate with calm strength. Men get emotionally addicted to the woman who doesn't try to force him to be better, but naturally inspires it through her own standards and self-worth. When your words invite him into a higher emotional space instead of scolding him into it, that's when the real transformation begins. Words carry energy, and when you learn how to use them to create emotional anchors, you tap into one of the most powerful tools of connection. Men don't just remember what you said, they remember how it made them feel. And when you use language that ties those good feelings directly to you, you create something that stays with him long after the conversation ends. This is where emotional addiction begins, not in dramatic declarations or constant attention, but in the way you make him feel emotionally full through your presence and your words. It starts in the simplest ways. When you say something like, "I love how peaceful I feel when I'm with you," you're not just complimenting him, you're anchoring his emotional state to your presence. Every time he feels calm or grounded, his subconscious will begin to associate those emotions with you. That's not manipulation, it's connection. You're showing him that being around you brings him a deeper emotional experience, one that he may not even fully understand, but one that he'll crave again and again. Anchoring happens when you consistently reflect how good something feels, especially in moments of closeness. When you say things like, "This right here, this energy we have, I love this," or "I feel so connected when you open up like that," you're reinforcing the emotional high point. You're gently guiding his attention to the feeling and reinforcing that feeling with your words. That's how you become not just someone he likes talking to, but someone who feels essential to his emotional well-being. What makes this even more powerful is when your anchors are rooted in sincerity and timing. Don't say things just to get a reaction. Say them when you're actually feeling them. Authentic emotional anchors hit differently. When he's opening up, being vulnerable, or making you laugh without even trying, those are the perfect moments to reflect how it's making you feel in a way that creates a deeper emotional loop. It's also important to use language that's emotionally rich and personal. Generic compliments won't do the same work. Saying, "I feel safe with you," is so much more powerful than "you're nice." Saying, "This energy between us feels rare," makes him pause and think. It pulls him into the moment, into you, and it frames your connection as something meaningful. Over time, this kind of language builds emotional memory, and men don't forget the women who made them feel emotionally alive. These anchors don't require long speeches. Sometimes it's one line that stays with him for weeks. A look, a touch, and the right words. Anchoring is about presence more than performance. Speak into the moment with feeling. Let him know how you experience him and watch how he starts to crave not just your attention, but your emotional validation. Because in the end, what keeps a man addicted isn't how much you say, it's how deeply he feels every word when you do. There's a certain kind of woman a man never forgets. The one who doesn't just talk at him, but invites him into meaningful, soul-level conversation. This isn't about being intense or always serious. It's about having the courage to ask questions that touch his inner world. Most people stay on the surface, discussing routines, schedules, and small talk. But when you're the woman who goes deeper, who asks questions that make him reflect, that make him feel seen, you create a bond that's hard to replace. When you ask something like, "What's something you wish more people understood about you?" Or, "What's something you've never said out loud but think about often?" You're not just starting a conversation, you're opening a door to his inner emotional life. Men aren't usually given that space. The world doesn't ask them to go deep. It often teaches them to stay strong, be silent, and move on. But when you speak to him in a way that tells him, "I'm not afraid of your depth," it disarms him. He may not show it right away, but inside he feels a release, a relief even, to be able to express what he normally keeps locked up. These heart-centered questions aren't interrogations. They're gentle invitations to explore who he really is. And when asked with genuine curiosity and without expectation, they make him feel safe. That safety turns into trust, and that trust builds emotional intimacy. He starts to associate you with a kind of emotional freedom he doesn't get anywhere else. And that's where the addiction begins. Not to the conversations themselves, but to the way he feels within them, unguarded, real, and emotionally alive. You don't need to ask deep questions all the time. In fact, the beauty of these moments is in their contrast. A light, playful conversation followed by a sudden moment of depth keeps things dynamic. It surprises him. It makes him realize that you're not just a fun escape, you're also a grounding presence. A woman who knows how to both laugh and hold space is magnetic. She's not just fun to be around, she becomes a meaningful part of his emotional world. And when you respond to his answers with openness and presence, without judgment or trying to fix him, it deepens the trust. Sometimes it's in the way you say, "Thank you for sharing that with me," or even, "That makes so much sense now, I can see why you are the way you are." Those words, combined with your energy, can heal parts of him he didn't even realize were bruised. And healing, when it happens through connection, becomes unforgettable. Most men aren't looking for someone who just listens. They're looking for someone who understands. When you speak into his heart instead of just his habits, you become someone he turns to. Not out of convenience, but out of emotional need. And that's when he realizes he's not just interested, he's completely drawn in.